Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can manifest appearance changes as well as manifesting for others, which is one of my absolute favorite things to do. It works so well. I'm going to tell you stories of what I've manifested and how you can do that as well. So yeah, I'm going to start off with talking about appearance change. So what I'm about to tell you, it's not, it's not anything like super big or complex. It's actually really, really simple. It's just that you have to affirm for whatever it is that you're trying to look like. Okay, so I heard of this one woman. She was trying to manifest higher cheekbones, a sharp jawline. I think like, yeah, kind of just like a more chiseled face. She kind of was going for that look. And so she just affirmed for exactly that, like whatever appearance change you're trying to manifest, just write that as it is. Okay, like for example, if you're trying to, like, lose weight, write down your desired weight. Okay, or write down like just what you want to look like. And I feel like, your subconscious knows what you want. So yeah, I mean, I would just recommend getting as specific as possible. But yeah, but going back to the thing that I was talking about this woman who did that. So she started affirming. Okay, and I think like 2 or 3 days later, when she looked at herself in the mirror, she looked at herself in an angle where she was able to actually see those changes. Like her jawline looked more defined, her cheekbones looked higher, like the light literally shone at her, I don't know what the right word is, in a way where she was able to actually envision looking like her desired self. Okay, so it's crazy how your mind works. Okay, but again, the best thing to do is to just affirm and persist in your affirmations. I would also say that if you don't see changes, okay, right away, or just if you don't see changes in the mirror, this is going to sound a little bit funny, but all you have to do is just say that you look like that. Just be like, wow, I'm so glad that, I have a high cheekbone. I'm so glad that I look skinnier. I'm so glad that my teeth are more whiter, that I have an eyebrow arch, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Okay, so yeah, I know people are gonna be like, wait, isn't that just lying to yourself? That's literally what manifestation is. Okay, I know it sounds a little bit delusional, but like the more you say that, the more it will persist into fact. Okay, so something you have to know when it comes to manifesting is that all you have to do is persist until your assumptions harden into fact. Okay, if there's one quote that you take away from manifesting, using the law of assumption, it is persist until your assumptions harden into fact. Okay, so every time you look in the mirror, you are going to say, I am so glad that I have my desired list your manifestations. I am so glad that, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful, I'm so happy. Just like add some sort of like I would say, like add spice, but act like it already happened. Okay, because like a lot of the times when you notice something manifesting, you don't just say like, oh, I got a trophy. You'd say like, oh, I'm so grateful to announce, I'm so ecstatic to announce that, I got a trophy, right? So yeah, that's what you're gonna do. And the biggest thing is for you to not be deterred by what you don't see in the mirror. Okay, 3D is an illusion. Okay, don't be thrown off by what you see or don't see in the 3D. You're just gonna keep true to your story. Okay, you're just going to keep telling yourself like, wow, I'm so great, I have my desired body, I'm so grateful that I have my desired body, face, whatever. Okay, so yeah, as with any other manifestation, ignore the 3D until you actually see it manifest in your 3D. It's really as easy as that. Okay, and like I said, yeah, don't be thrown off by what you see or don't see, because a lot of the times when we keep affirming like, oh, this isn't like, I'm still not, my ideal weight, or I'm still not my ideal, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you're just affirming more of that story, you're just affirming more of that assumption, and you're giving credence to the fact that you don't have that. So what you're gonna do is the opposite. Okay, you're just gonna say those things. Okay, and one day you will start seeing it. Okay, like don't worry about like how it's gonna happen, just know that it will happen. For the example that I gave, yeah, she was able to actually visualize how she looked like because of the way that the light was shining. That may or may not happen to you, but you will start seeing changes. Okay, you will see something in the 3D that will give you confirmation that it's working. Because see, the thing with appearance change is that, like, for the most part, and I guess this is a belief that I have, this is an assumption that I have, like, you'll see progress every day, unlike a specific person manifestation where like it might just happen like overnight and you won't see any changes in the 3D until like it just, they just text you or they just call you out of nowhere. Okay, so yeah, I guess with appearance change, since more likely than not you do look at yourself in the mirror every day, you will notice change over time. Okay, and yeah, of course that does help give more confidence that our manifestation is coming. That's why I feel like appearance change, it's, I mean, I know I shouldn't technically say this, but it kind of is different than, like, manifesting like everything else, because yeah, like some things, like, manifesting a job or specific person, like there's so much happening behind the scenes that you don't see, but with appearance change, more likely than not you will see that. Okay. Also, I just personally like adding for the good of all and harm to none, because yeah, I mean, we do, as humans, it is normal to have anxiety, and like I know that there's one person who did manifest like weight loss, and I'm not trying to like scare you or anything, and she did end up losing weight, but that's because she got like a disease. I forgot what it was. It was like a combination of like jaundice and something else, and I mean, she did lose weight, but it came to her in like not the best way. And I know I said don't worry about the how, but just like, just this is just something personal that I do. You don't have to do this if this doesn't resonate with you. I would just say, for the good of all and harm to none. Okay, because if I want to lose weight, like I would do it in a way where, like, I'm not in the hospital or nothing bad happens. But again, that's just, our fears. We should not be giving any attention to our fears. It's just kind of like a blanket affirmation that I always use: for the good of all and harm to none. Okay, so something else I want to add is that, manifestation a lot of the times isn't logical, but if you are wondering how that happens, it's all in your subconscious. So let's say you are affirming for weight loss, okay? You intentionally and consciously affirm for, weight loss, or for your desired weight or desired body shape or whatever it is. This is just, I guess, my assumption, but like you will subconsciously be attracted to foods that will help with that more, okay? You'll be subconsciously attracted to um, like just activities or certain exercises that will help you achieve your goal faster and more effectively. Okay, this isn't anything you have to worry about. In fact, yeah, with the law of assumption, like you don't have to even think about, like, how it's happening. But for me, I guess, like, I always say I majored in STEM, and I kind of like thinking about the logic behind manifestation. So yeah, again, manifestation isn't always logical, so don't worry about that. But again, I just feel like appearance change, it's a little bit different than the other manifestations, like if I'm just being completely honest. But yeah, when you manifest for a certain thing, like I said, like the light will hit a certain way, or you'll be subconsciously attracted to exercises or foods that will, help you get there faster. Like, again, you don't have to worry about how, I mean, if you're into like having a fitness regimen and things like that, then by all means, just manifest that like whatever you're doing is working for you. Okay, like at the end of the day, it's about your assumptions. Okay, it's about your dominant assumption. Some people think, that they don't have to do anything and they'll still lose weight, and that is true, because there are some people I know that like eat like total, junk food. They eat like total crap, but like they're still really skinny. I think they're called like skinny fat or something. But like, I mean, they look skinny. That's just because they have a very fast metabolism. That's yet another affirmation. You can even go deeper into it. Like if you're manifesting weight loss, just be like, I have a fast metabolism. Okay, or just whatever it is that you're trying to specifically manifest. I mean, if you want to look at like, like the scientific facts behind it, or like what causes it, you can do that. But none of that is really necessary. That's just something that I personally, would do if I wanted to manifest any sort of change. Yeah, also, I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but you probably wouldn't have clicked on this if this was the case. But yeah, take what I say with a grain of salt, and if this sort of topic isn't really for you or kind of triggers you in a way, then just click off the video. It's totally fine. But like, yeah, I mean, weight loss is kind of the easiest example to give, okay? But I also do want to remind you that you are all beautiful the way that you are, okay? You're all handsome, attractive, gorgeous, stunning. Yeah, and again, this goes for anything. This is just examples that I thought of at the top of my head, because a lot of people, like I've noticed, when it comes to appearance change, they usually do want to change something about their weight. I know some people who literally tried to change their eye color and it worked. They went from having very, very dark brown eyes to having like hazel green eyes, okay? Yeah, just if you're trying to do that, just say that, like, oh, I'm so grateful, or yeah, I'm so grateful that I have, insert desired eye color. I'm so happy that I have green eyes. And you're just gonna like look in the mirror and tell yourself that, okay, wow, like my green eyes look stunning today. My green eyes really, like, light up my face, or whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you would be saying if you had green eyes, okay? Sometimes I would even imagine like a conversation with someone, a friend, family member, someone saying like, wow, you really changed, or wow, your eye color looks totally different, or wow, you lost weight, or yeah, whatever works for you, okay? Doing self-concept really helps with everything like this. I have explained like why that happens, but I just feel like adding self-concept affirmations will expedite any manifestation, whether that be appearance change, specific person, money manifestation, career manifestation. So I would just like recommend saying self-love affirmations all the time, and yeah, especially when you're in front of the mirror, okay? So yeah, okay, I feel like there's not much more I can say about this. If you have any tips for manifesting an appearance change, or if you have any success stories, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move on to the second topic, which is manifesting for others. This is one of my absolute favorite things to do, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna give you examples of what I have manifested for others. So I've had a couple of people come to me for career advice. Just a little bit of background. I work in tech at a pretty notorious bank. Okay, I'm a software engineer at a finance company, so yeah, kind of like fintech. And yeah, I've had people ask me for career advice, and for those people, I literally manifested like, oh, person A got their ideal job. Okay, they are successful, thriving, they love their job. Okay, they have their dream job, like things that I would basically say for myself. And I kid you not, like every single person that I manifested getting a job now has a job. Okay, and I'm sure they worked hard for it. They're really smart. They're like very talented people. I'm definitely giving them credit too. But like I did manifest for them, and they ended up getting a job. And like okay, so there were like 3 to 4 people that I did that for. Okay, one of them was my friend from like Dubai who got a job in the United States during the pandemic when it was really hard to get a job. A lot of places shut down because they didn't have the capital to like continue their business. But like she literally got a job like during the pandemic, kind of like towards the end of 2020. But still, it was kind of rare for her to fly. Again, this is just a circumstance, but like she was in like Dubai for like the past couple of years, like pre-pandemic, and she was working really hard to get a job in the United States, and like she ended up getting it. Like, and I feel like that's exactly when I discovered the law of assumption. I discovered it around that summer, so summer 2020, and she ended up getting a job like September 2020, which was so great. I'm so happy for her. Yeah, super talented, super amazing. Yeah, super smart and things like that. But like I just manifested like everything that she said she wanted out of her ideal job, because she actually did major in like econ. Yeah, she went to business school. She went to grad school, and I remember her saying that like she wants a job that's more that pays her more, because the jobs that she was working previously she was like overqualified for. And so that's exactly what I scripted. I made it pretty specific. I'm just like, oh, so and so, I said my friend's name, has a job that pays her desired salary. She's thriving at her job. She's successful. She has her dream job. She has her ideal job. Honestly, the best thing to do is just to say like, so and so has their ideal job, because that implies that they have everything that they want. Okay, so it's like if you really just want to manifest for someone but you can't think of anything specific, just be like, yeah, they have their dream career, they have their dream job, and they're really enjoying it. Again, like things that you would say for yourself. And if you're wondering how I did this, I literally just scripted this. Okay, when I script, I do a lot of self-concept affirmations, and affirmations about things that I'm specifically trying to manifest. But I also like scripting for my friends. Okay, like it's really great to see your friends' lives change for the better right in front of you, and family of course as well. Yeah, I don't know why, but I sort of have this assumption where like when you wish well for other people, that kind of helps my own manifestations as well. I mean, that's not the only reason I do it. I genuinely care about my friends and family, and I want them to live their best lives. But I do remember Neville Goddard saying something about like spiritual men wishing, but by men, like just people, when they wish well for others, they also receive abundance and manifestation. Yeah, Neville is obviously the GOAT. He knows what he was talking about. And he also said something about like having a desire is the way for a man to really improve their life. Like when you have a desire, you go through all these changes where you wish well for others, where you change yourself to manifest your desires, and all of that happens. And but yeah, that's just a little something that I wanted to add here. I also did manifest health for other people. This is also one of my favorite things to do. If I ever see someone that like um, is like going through something, and like they say like, oh, pray for me, wish well for us, I definitely do health affirmations. And it's like any other affirmations. I say that this person is you know, completely healthy, safe. They're holistically healthy. I really like that word, like holistically healthy. Every function of their body is every part of their body is functioning well. I believe this was in The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, where he was wishing for his like friend's sister or something to get well, or his friends to get well. And I mean, he went really deep. He said things like, oh, things are working well on a cellular level, and whatever like symptoms and ailments she was going through, he, you know, addressed all of that. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely do that. You can make them super specific. You can make your, you know, health manifestations for yourself or others super specific, or you can just be like, this person is holistically healthy. All their body parts are functioning well. You know, they're healing at a cellular level. All their cells are completely healthy. Okay. Yeah, for me, this is a personal story, and like before I, you know, tell you, I just want to let you know that this is not the place for you to give your political beliefs. Not trying to sound rude or anything, but if you do that, you are instantly going to be deleted and blocked. Okay, because this is kind of a personal story. You know, it does involve families, so yeah. Let's all just play nice here, okay? But I have a cousin, and in 2020, unfortunately, she had to get an abortion because her baby was not going to turn out to be healthy, and there were a lot of like risks and health complications, and it was a pretty hard time for our family because she'd been trying really hard to conceive, and she'd kind of had health problems. So, you know, we all collectively manifested for her. Like, my family believes in praying. Every single day I would script, my cousin's baby is holistically healthy. All of the baby's functions were completely well. Uh, Everything is fine, everything worked out in the best way possible. And I would just script this over and over again. Okay, so yeah, again, saying that they're holistically healthy, saying that, you know, everything in their body is working well, and any sort of specific manifestations you have will 100% work. And spoiler alert, the baby, aka my, I guess, niece, is completely healthy, completely fine. You know, everything is working well. Yeah, she's like a year old now, and you know, she's able to like understand things that like you know, people say to her. She's like learning to speak. Even she like almost walked, she's crawling. Like basically she's healthy, and like, you know, we're not seeing any sort of signs of, you know, anything that's unhealthy, or any sign that, you know, things aren't going well. So I mean, yeah, you know, this stuff really works. Just persist, okay? You will get everything that you want. Okay, so I really hope this video helped. Like I always say, it's all about your assumptions. Okay, so take whatever resonates from this video, and like I said, persist until it hardens into fact. You will 100% get your desires. Manifestation is perfect. You will achieve that dream look that you're going for. You will get your perfect health. You will be able to achieve whatever. You will help your, you know, friends, family, people that you care about achieve their manifestations as well. You know, use manifesting to your benefit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I really hope this helped. Let me know if you have questions in the comments below, and I will either address them there or address them in a future video. So yeah, I will go ahead and end the video right here for real. Thank you so much once again. I will see you next time.